Okay, so now I'm going to draw a diagram of radians in the Cartesian plane. Okay, so in the Cartesian plane, we have 0, 90, 180, 270, right? So this is still 0 for pi, for radians. So 90 degrees is pi over 2. Then we have 180, which is pi. And then we have 270 degrees, which is 3 pi over 2. And lastly, we have 360, which is 2 pi. Okay, an easy way to remember it. So this is like a half. This is a whole. So half, 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. And then we have 2. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. Okay, so pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. Okay, so the way I remember is 0.5. Doesn't actually equal 0.5, but just that the half is there. Then we have 1. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. And then we have 2. So 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2. Okay, so let's get to some of the questions here. Okay, so first one, make a sketch of the following. Determine the two angles and the sine of the ratio. Okay, so whenever we find this, we have two angles always. And the reason, or most cases, it's two angles. And the reason being is if you were to graph, say a sine wave, so say this is a sine wave. So say I have 0.5 here, so it goes up to 1 and down to -1. We'll touch this on the next section. So this 0.5 will touch the graph at 2 points. Okay, so that will be our two angles. But likewise, if we did -0.5 on a graph, it will hit the graph at 2 points. So we're doing angles. We're going to have two angles. Okay, so what I do is I work in degrees. Okay, so we're going to plug in what this is as a degree. I work in degrees, but you could plug this in as radians. So I'm going to convert to degrees first.